Good morning, Guardians, and welcome to the channel. I'm Unclear, and today we have a big week for you fellas. So starting here, at our favourite space, the 9 portal realm, there is no new cutscenes to watch, but if you didn't watch the VOD up this morning, I'll be bringing a breakdown for you guys so you don't have to watch the full hour. This week in Destiny, we have Nonary Endgrams dropping, double Crucible and double Trials loot, a very special sidearm you don't want to miss out on. We have the Store to See and Banshee. So let's jump into it and see how we go. But before I do all of that, I would love to know what you guys are thinking about Edge of Fate and what your reservations are, or if you've got some really promising thoughts, let me know those down below as well. So let's jump to the Emissary and see what she's got for us today.
Your battles paint a portrait.
So, we have the new Nonary Endgrams, which just look like bright engrams. These can drop an array of fantastic items for you guys. So not only do they drop a pretty awesome amount of weapons, we also have a skimmer from Iron Banner, which is pretty neat. We have the awesome ornament. This is my favorite ornament for Divinity. That's such a cool ornament. We have the Outbreak Perfected, Ancient Zero, and that's so nice as well. We have multiple finishes to use. Iron from Iron Banner. There's stuff from... You can just dropkick people. That's pretty cool. We have Crimson Days stuff apparently in here. Yeah, the Crimson Days emotes. We have ghost shells, ships, we have more of the backpack effects, some sparrows here. I don't care about sparrows, but just some really nice stuff going on. So I'm looking forward to seeing, so they're 350 manifolds each, but starting next week you'll get one every day just for logging in. This week's quest is for the Prosecutor, is the final quest to get the emblem, and you'll be able to get the shader, the calibrated shader right there. Once you've got that as well. So make sure you pick up your bounties if you want more manifolds a bit faster.
Be relentless.
Once you've done that, if you go over to your thing, this will be the last quest here for the Eternal Emblem. It'd be quite nice to have that done. Yeah, that is the 9 this week. That is what is here. So make sure you're jumping in. Make sure you're smashing the prophecy. Make sure you attune the weapons you want to get. So if you want the Prosecutor, the Relentless, what's the other ones? The Judgment or the Shotgun here. Make sure you are attuning those as well. And if you're going into the other dungeons, make sure you're attuning those ones also. We're going to jump to the tower now, and we're going to see what's happening over there, and see what our lovely Banshee and Eververse has for us today. Alright, we're here at the tower. So first things first, we've got to go check out my drip. Alright, now we've got to go check out Banshee, see what he's selling today.
Guardian.
See if he's worth going. If you guys, make sure you pick it up enhancement calls this week, guys. A couple weeks left to go. And you want to get as many as you can. So we have a few nice weapons here for sale. Let's see what we got. Nox Perennial with Wellspring and Fragile Focus, not great. We have to check it back tomorrow. We have the Enigma with Threat Detector Kill Clip. I actually really like this glaive. This is actually one of my favorite roles. Kill Clip I actually do enjoy, and Threat Detector is always quite nice. If you do not have a glaive, make sure you pick this one up so you have a glaive to work with and get trying. So if you're just new to the game, you're like, oh, I really want to try the glaives out. This here, you have 24 hours to pick up this role. That's not bad. Reload speed masterwork really plays into it as well, so give it a try. Alright, we have the Salt Spire Pitch class with Rapid Hit Frenzy, Accelerated Coils, Reload speed masterwork. It's probably the best role this thing has to offer in terms of linear fusions for this particular model. So if you don't have a linear fusion, Frenzy is 15% damage buff when you're in combat. So it's not bad, really not bad. Banshee is definitely bringing some good weapons this week. Seven Seraph with Omni Shot auto loading. This isn't actually bad for Crucible. If you want a Crucible machine gun, this actually will do you some pretty decent justice. Handling masterwork, ricochet rounds. Yeah, if you need a Crucible LMG, this is what I would pick up. I wouldn't use this for PvE though, but for PvP, it looks cool. Definitely something worth using. We have the Hose Cow rock launcher. I'm not even gonna bother inspecting it. It's terrible. And then we have the Hollow Denial with Wellspring and well-rounded. It's not bad. I wouldn't pick this one up. There's way better rolls this thing has to offer. So this is a miss. So for these guys, make sure you check out the 3 here: the Enigma, the Soulspire Pitch Glass, and the 7th Seraph Saw. If you're a new returning player, want a decent Crucible LMG. Crucible only. I wouldn't use this for PvE. And these 2 here for PvE, and even PvP for the Enigma. If you like glaives, they're not bad rolls. They're not bad at all. As I said earlier in the intro, we have double Crucible and double Trials rewards this week. So if you like me, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Trials Engrams typically carry over to the next DLC and allow you to get the new weapons. If not, they auto hand in anyway. So I'm not really that fussed, but I'll be trying to get some more this week. Make sure you pick up your free Bright Dust, because why would you not? And for here we have the Warlock Order for Starfire Protocol. It's for the Summer Races. New Ultimate. I'll be picking those up because they look pretty sweet. I'll grab those. I'll have the Hunter and Titan ones on screen as well for you guys to pick those up. Alright, in terms of ornaments, we also have the Sunshot ornament, which looks pretty cool. Sunshot is going to be pretty amazing next season. So if you really want to be using it and you want this cool looking ornament, be sure to pick it up. I'll be picking that up as well. Then we have a couple of emotes here. It's not bad. Then we have this guy. And then we have the Sparrow. Oh, so the Ghost Shell first. We have the ship. This reminds me of Howl's Moving Castle. That's what this reminds me of. It really does. It's pretty interesting. And then we have the Sparrow here. But try and get yourself some Nonary Endgrams. You can earn them, and they're pretty nice. In terms of weapons for Vanguard this week, there's a special weapon up for grabs, and it is the final week to get it before the DLC. Obviously next week you won't be able to get it, so you'll have 1 week to farm. So we have the Lotus Eater is the final week. If you can't do Grandmasters, grab the normal one. I'll show you the perk rolls in just a second, but definitely worth picking up. This week's Nightfall, if I jump to destinations, is Neomuna, the strike, Hypernet Current. So really easy Grandmaster this week. So if you need help with that, be sure to let me know. I'll be happy to help you guys out. In terms of rolls, alright, so here I am with the rolls of Lotus Eater. If you want a really good team-based weapon that is going to serve you some insane justice and really help bump up damage, I would recommend sort of getting anything in here. Probably, I don't want to go hard launch as always with rockets. I like high explosive ordnance, but you can kind of go implosion rounds or appended mag, get that increase in magazine size. Extended mag, sorry. You can go reconstruction to really just refills over time. Repulsor brace works fantastically though. Feeding frenzy, I personally will probably end up going reconstruction, but I want Withering Gaze on mine. And the reason for that is this here actually gives you an increase to damage. So it's actually insane. It actually gives you a damage buff. It's a fantastic damage buff. I can show. Yeah, so it weakens your independent. These ads are wild. So you get a debuff. It's insane. I think it's 15 or 20% weaken on the target. That's pretty crazy. And you just want to get a velocity master. That's how I would have mine. So you get, with reconstruction, you get like a 30 round mag. the pendant mag. It's actually pretty wild. So you never have to reload the gun, like ever. Like your entire ammo economy is put into the weapon. And then whether engaged, you just aim down sights hitting a boss, fire one shot, switch to your whatever your primary is, fire that, and then do your bait and switch heavy. And you're weakening, then you're increasing damage, bait and switch. You really fit into it. It's fantastic for damage phases, especially when you're like running out of, like, your tether's gone, your grenade's out, so you can't weaken with the grenade. It really gives you all those options. Don't forget to be farming also this week, farming your bounties. So you'll have another Ascendant challenge this week. You'll have, make sure you get your Star Horse bounty done, make sure you get your clan bounties done, make sure you're farming those bounties if you're trying to do day 1 raid. Those will come in crazy handy. Anyway, that is it for this week. As I said, I will be following up later today with a breakdown of the Vidoc, so you guys don't have to watch it all. But until next time, guys, I'll thank you all for being here. I'd love you to rate my Warlock's attire. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of my Warlock. But anyway, until next time, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for being here. As always, stay safe. Take care. Bye for now.